is set. There's still plenty of light in the stadium for this prime time contest. We've waited all day for this one, haven't we, Brock? It's time. Alongside Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. And finally, Brock, we can say it. Football is back. No, look at that. We didn't even practice that. Wins and losses don't quite count just yet, partner. But for a lot of people, us included, we are just happy to see games being played once again.
Yeah, it's been a long wait for fans of the sport. It's one thing to have a draft and OTAs. It's another to actually start hitting one another. And I know for these guys on the field, they can't wait to hit somebody else. And it's also the time to fight for roster spots and start shaping your roster for week number 1.
The ball is teed up. Kicking team looks ready. And from Anchorage. Returnable from near the end zone. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. So the Titans ready for their opening drive of the game. And in his 8th season as a QB, he's the one to lead them out.
He's definitely one of the stars in this league, a true franchise quarterback. When you're at this level, Kate, you want to put your imprints on this game right from the jump.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. That's the rookie from Texas A&M who took him down. So the officials are officially on board tonight. For the first time, a flag flies. Somebody moved early. So the penalty is going to back them up 5, and in all likelihood, they need to come up with a new play call for 3rd down. Following the flag, it's 3rd and 7. Tight end going in motion here. Throwing on 3rd and long. And that's knocked away. The linebacker got him in the middle of the field. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And now they're up against it here on 4th down. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. Punt meets him at the 28. And he's brought down before the return gets far. It's getting set for their first drive. And they'll be led out by their QB, now in his 8th season.
No one can argue that he hasn't earned his place leading an offense out to begin the game. I'm not talking about and accomplishments. I'm talking about the years of sweat, sacrifice, practices, games, and superstar showings at all levels before this one that brought him right here to this league, to this stage, to this opportunity.
And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll be 1st down. They give it to him again. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And he's brought down for a loss.
Hey, look, in the right situation, you catch a team off guard. Well, this could be a tremendous play for some big yards. But in the wrong situation, you get hit in the mouth right behind the line of scrimmage.
He's trying to lay it in deep along the right sideline. And he's there to send that one away incomplete.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And this is marked out all the way down at the 6. They'll be dangerously close to their own goal line for this series. And out to the field, ready for their 2nd drive. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening 1st down as they take the field a 2nd time. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He completes it in traffic. And he reaches the 17-yard line as he's hauled down. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Some early movement on the left side there, but was he the first to go, or was he provoked? There's a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. They'll run here following the penalty. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Only a yard there, so they'll be staring down 2nd and 14. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Caught for big yards on the right side. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 26. And 1st down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Early movement along the right side. The flag comes out. One of the most common penalties in the sport. And the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Running it after the penalty. And solid running there gets him forward to the 39-yard line. He'll take 5 on the carry. That gets him back to even. 2nd and 10 now. Motion man sent left. 2nd and 10 now. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Back to throw. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And the catch is made for the touchdown. 6-0 here in the 1st. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Kicking team out to try the extra point. Middle, it's good. And the Titans will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Titans kicking team out there as they get lined up and kick this away. Return starts from the goal line. And he only gets to around the 15 before being brought to... Packers taking the field now. Their 2nd series of the game coming up. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. Give now to the running back. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3. From the 36. Finds him over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. And we've got a stoppage here, and it's something you never want to see, especially in the preseason. One of their star players banged up with an injury after that play. first down, they'll run. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
Hey, we know running the ball, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable third down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it'll be first.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he found a little room to turn it into a nice gain down to the 6. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
You know, when receivers have room to operate, that's a play that can totally gash a defense. But, Kate, when you get down here in the red zone, it becomes so much tougher because you have a whole lot less space. And, in fact, you'll see defenses swarm like that one just did.
Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You're not going to last long. Don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Pass play on 1st and goal. Is into the end zone. Touchdown. Down to a single point. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Bronk. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
This one is up and good. This game 7-7. Let's kick this one away, and away we go again. Return starts at the 3. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful return. So now here comes defense. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he cannot shake the tackler along the line of scrimmage. Got to figure out this 3rd down here. Some movement there before the snap, right side of the line. This is going to back them up. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Third and long for him here. He beams one deep right side. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Trying to force one through there. And now they're staring at 4th and long. Here comes the unit. Winford 48 with his first kick, and this one looks even better. Taken in near the 46. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. We've got a stoppage here. There's a player out there in some pretty obvious discomfort being worked on. All hopes, of course, that it's nothing serious, especially here in the preseason. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Ineligible receiver downfield.
So not a holding call. One of the linemen actually too far downfield that time. That's what drew the flag.
Still first down.
They go play action on first. It is caught left side. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was first down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Time for our second quarter. It'll be Packer football to begin. They have second and pretty long here. The give now out of the shotgun. And he gets taken down immediately right at the line of scrimmage. For 50B, a nickel set, 3rd down. First throw for the backup now. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and then more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
And this just gets past the 20 before going out. Out comes their offensive possession. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. They get 13 on the pickup. First down.
You call that first down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards, but they'll take that every single time.
Play action on first down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Oh, a little movement along the line there. That's going to cost the defense 5 yards.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early.
Still 2nd down.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's able to maneuver this up past the 30. Moving in the right direction. 5 yards there, but still got a 3rd and 9 coming up. Throwing with a blitz on the way. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up. So out now comes the punter. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Fields this at the 19. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Well, following that play, we have somebody shaken up. And man, with so many guys fighting for roster spots, you never want to see someone get hurt. Hopefully they can fix him up quick. Handoff now from the gun. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense. They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. And that makes it 4th down. Out their punting unit. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. Takes it in at the 21. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Big kick on that one, 62 yards. And set to take over. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They'll run here from the gun. And he gains ground to the 33 before being stopped. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Back-to-back carries here. And he's brought down for a loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Into traffic, complete. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Tight end in motion right. Running it now out of the gun. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Packers' side of the field. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. He's going to throw this one. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Pass play now. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And this one hits first to the 3 before continuing on into the end zone for a touchback. To get back out there. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. The running back gets it on the draw. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4. They'll send him over right. The give here on 2nd. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Back now, pressure on its way. To the sideline, complete, and he's got the 1st down as he stays in bounds.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when, just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's gonna make it pay.
And he'll do what he can. That carry gets to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, he'll throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Their punter making his way out now. And they could really use a good one here. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. Begins his return at the 16. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And it's going to be their football coming up. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Plowing up the middle. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. Back to the well again. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
He has the first over the middle. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. They get an even 10 on that play. 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
1st and 10 from the 41. They've got a man in motion. They go play action here. Complete out to the right side.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot. 2nd down coming up.
And he won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Pass play coming here. Escapes the pocket. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. Tempting to perhaps take the yards and run 3rd down again, partner, but they decline it. That's going to bring up 4th down. They bring on the punt team, and they get this kick away. And this one did hit at the 8, but took a big bounce and finished its journey in the end zone for a touchback. Run their offense back out there. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. Finds a man right side. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 28. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. He'll throw it. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
He's counting his lucky stars. That one isn't headed the other way right now. That is not the time to challenge double coverage.
Punt team on the field. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. Starts his return from the 23. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. He manages 13 on this punt return. And it'll be their football. Over, not much time remaining in the half. And with all their timeouts remaining, Brock, they may be able to put a little something together here before halftime. He's on the move. He can run it. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain. Before we can get a snap on 2nd down, they call timeout. From the 43. That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3. Looking for a throw here. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. He put everything he had into this one. No one open, so he chucks this to another county.
They don't complete a high percentage of these, but even the incomplete deep shots serve a purpose. It keeps the defense honest, knowing if they overcommit close, they could get burned.
Hits him on the in route. Looks like at the 32-yard line. Titans in the hurry-up, trying to get this play off fast. Prior to first down, they decide to call a timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. And here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Titans in the hurry-up, trying to get this play off fast. And they're going to get up to it and spike it. That's going to stop the clock. This offense looking to convert as they come up on third down. Throwing from the gun. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up.
So often, so many of these games down to a play or two, and third down's critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, the coach wants to see them convert those.
He lofts one deep, center of the field. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. So we've reached the half of this preseason opener. Now we'll send you from one end of the country all the way to the other. Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you two in just a moment. The preseason is upon us as these two teams get things rolling. They'll have two more games after this to get ready before week one comes our way. It'll be here before you know it.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our third quarter. He's going to field this at the 2. He'll have a long field ahead of him, partners. He's wrapped up shy of the 15. Here's the Packer offense headed out to start the third quarter. And they could take control of the second half early, Brock, if they break the tie on this opening drive. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Throwing off the play fake here. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete. Could not beat the defender there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Putting the tight end in motion. To the air, 3rd and long. Complete out to the right. And this one gets up to the 14-yard line before he's stopped.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And they'll get ready to go on offense. To take over on offense. And after they were stopped on fourth down their prior possession, Brock, you got to wonder if they're going to be confident enough to go for it again if they get to that point here. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Back to throw. Completed over the middle. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Now, following that play, we have somebody shaken up. And, man, with so many guys fighting for roster spots, you never want to see someone get hurt. Hopefully they can fix him up quick. Third down from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And 4th and 4 coming up. They motion the tight end over. Looking to throw. Throw caught by his running back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure that drives right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
Hand off to the back. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Nickel defense, third down. Now there's the flag. Looks like the jump came from the left side of the line. One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Throw on third down. And that's incomplete. He's going to wish he hung on to that pick there, but it's still going to bring up fourth down. Woo, very fortunate that didn't go as a turnover. And that brings up 4th and long. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. That one hits at the 6, but can't check up. It gets into the end zone for a touchback. Out now runs the Packer offense. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. They'll get 18 yards there. And it'll be first.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Quite the start to that drive, huh? The first play sets him up now at the 38. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Back to throw now. Passing struggles, bleeding over from that last play. He's forced to get rid of this one.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Now it looks like somebody is shaken up after that play. You never like seeing injuries, especially in the preseason. We'll get the training staff out to work on it. Right up the gut. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
Throwing from the gun here. Finds him over the middle. And this one does not go far. 2nd down now, 7 to go. They'll run it from the gun. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And they have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Oh, man, I'm having to hold my partner back after this one. Captain Fundamental, not happy that he didn't take the time to stop and get set before delivering that football. Gotta think that in part led to the turnover.
Yeah, captain fundamental because I couldn't run. Kind of like Tom Brady, right? But he's the essence of it. He's the GOAT. Why? Because he sets his feet. He's so fundamentally sound. The chance of interception so much higher when your fundamentals are no good.
It's okay, partner. It's gonna be okay. Good starting field position for the... Got it. 1st and 10. It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Throwing now, off play action. Scott reels it in. And they make the tackle at the 38. The big play nets him 17 yards. And 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, and sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And he gets this one down to the 30-yard line. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2. They give it to him again. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
And he tried to power it forward, but I don't think he got it. No gain on the play, and that brings up a tough decision for them on 4th down.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got a tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Less than a yard needed here on 4th. He'll throw it. And it falls incomplete. So now we get a stoppage. Looks like a timeout called by the defense. They'll run here on 1st down. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Most of the people watching will forget about that play in a couple minutes, but the coaches won't forget. He has that filed away the next time he really needs to pick up a few yards.
Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down. This time it's a passing play. Dump off caught by his back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Here's a give up the middle. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And without much room to work, he has a minimal gain on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Well, the defense is really buckled down. That was a scoreless 3rd quarter for us. We're tied at 7 apiece as we get ready for the 4th. Aggressive in defending the pass here. They're in dime. 3rd down coming. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And that is a touchdown. 4th quarter lead. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
Kicking unit comes out for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. tie and now lead by 7. The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. Returnable from the 2. They get to him before that return can amount to much, just beyond the 15-yard line. Now outruns their offense to take over. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them, really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. They're going play action. They'll just huck this one into row C, and some lucky fan is going to haul in a heck of a souvenir. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. They're throwing it. That's caught for the 1st. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
1st down, ball at the 36. They go play action here. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. They are throwing it again. That's incomplete left side. Not on the same page with his tight end. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. He has the 1st over the middle. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And 1st down. New set of downs for him from the 46. On 1st down, they'll run. He breaks the tackle. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
Option design here. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
This is a guy who, man, when he is in a groove, when he is feeling it, you're just not going to bring him down with an arm tackle. You better buckle up. You need a textbook tackle on this guy. Wrap, grab some cloth, and drive him to the ground with all you got.
And he's taken down with a short gain to the 25. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Now looking to throw. Catch made underneath by the back. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
And he's stopped out at the 16 after a small gain. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, that came at the perfect time.
Thought he had a touchdown there. So that brings up 4th and long.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And that brings things a little closer here late.
Such a perfect example of a kicker just doing his job. And now it's incumbent upon that defense to give him and their offense another shot.
He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. And he only gets to around the 15 before being brought down. This offense getting all set for this series. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. Anticipated the quick staccato pass there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Clean breakup on that throw. And now it's second down. Handoff now from the gun. And he found some running room for a nice gain. 7 yards on the carry. Now they've got 3rd and 3. Here's a throw. Looking slant route, complete. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Play action on first down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. And it'll be first down, Packers.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. It's a design boot. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass. Trying to find his tight end. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. They'll try and throw it here. Finds a seam down the middle. And he will take this in. Touchdown! Lead by 10. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. Yeah. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
That one right down the middle. Their lead. The Packers about set to kick this one away, and away we go again. Returnable from the 1. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. The offense getting set to go. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw on their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. They'll throw to begin this drive. No, they're able to drop it. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Trying again, following the sack. Has it downfield, working the left. And he's in. Touchdown! Within 1 score in the 4th. That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
Well, Kate, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets, because sometimes, well, it's quarterback who delivers, and sometimes it's the effort after the catch that really makes the magic happen.
Here we go. Up for a big 2-point attempt. He's throwing for it. Doesn't make the connection. So a little pressure alleviated by the touchdown, but plenty still remains. Gonna need to manufacture another trip to the end zone as they trail by 5.
This feels a little bit like a golf event to me, Kate, where those golfers will spend a big round not even looking at the scoreboard, not even know where they sit. But then when it gets down to winning time, they do know exactly what they need. And to consider that golf analogy, well, this team now needs a birdie when it matters the most.
They'll have a long field ahead of him, partner, as he's wrapped up shy of the 15. Led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And as we see some of the highlights from their showing, his work a big part of why they're in front right now. Having a nice, solid game as their offensive leader. I think we can say he's had a firm grip on the wheel and has really driven them to this advantage. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Now a give running right. Give him 15 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Packers.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on 1st down. You just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. But they will take that execution every time.
Oh, they're going to run the option to the short side. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. He's back to throw. He completes it in traffic. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Complete over the middle. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. 1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done, incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Give now to the running back. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the 2nd one used by the defense in this half. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
You can earn your money sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Offense looking confident, but they need 4 here on 4th down. Looking to throw. He's got it. That's going to be a 1st and more. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19.
I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out, well, they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
He goes to a knee as time winds down in this one.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So this is... And they're off to a good start in the preseason, Brock. Seen a lot of players fighting together for the victory. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the Sports Winners as we say goodbye from Anchorage.